That's where I met Rico Love. That's where this is pre-Usher deal.
Dang.
This is like, this is that time. This is when...
That's what I'm saying. That's like, crazy.
But everybody's in this building.
Always. That's a crazy story, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to Shakespeare, because Shakespeare used to be
Shake.
in that same building.
Yeah.
Across the hall to where now Tricking Them studio was, where across the hall. That was Shakespeare's room. He had just moved out, and we actually... Me and B, used to be Tricky's engineer. We built that room over again.
Dang.
And so that's where Tricky and Dream really started getting it in.
Welcome to the Vibe House. Open your mind. Welcome to the Vibe House.
Black, what up, man?
We here.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The legendary DJ Black.
What's up, Shout?
Is in the building.
What's happening?
I go by the name of K-Major.
K-Major.
And this is the first edition.
First edition.
Of the Vibe House.
Vibe House.
Yeah.
I like this.
I like
this.
It's
cool.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a little vibe. You know, this is how we really kick it, though.
This
is how we really kick it. So it's organic.
Yeah.
Organic. Let's get into it, bro. I got some questions.
Okay.
For you, and I'm sure you got some for me. You know, and... I just want to touch on some topics that I feel like people want to touch on.
Let's
know
talk.
What I'm saying? The first one is, what do you feel like the climate of relationships is in 2024 going into 2025? And when I say relationships, I mean all relationships. What do you feel like the climate is with that?
It just depends on, I think, kind of where you are in your own personal situation. I call it a journey. So in your own personal journey, my outlook on relationships, I think is probably now more singular than in group form. Because I ain't really dealing with no more groups.
Yeah.
Now it's more just who is the person and why is there the relationship even there? You know what I'm saying? And what is the relationship? Is the relationship even worth the time?
I preach that to people.
Yeah.
And I feel like where we sit in our age, the 30s, the 40, that between 30 and 40.
Yeah.
Right there in them two crosses, coming from 29 and 30 or going to 39 to 40.
Yeah.
I feel like you start to look at all your relationships like that.
Oh, yeah.
I tell the people in my life now, I be like, yeah, everything is intentional. I know why these people are here.
Yeah.
And if I don't, I search for it a little bit to try to figure it out. And then I'm off of it. I'm like, nah, this ain't that. What's this for? What we doing?
And this is what I've learned is that now that, like you said, you on the 30 that line, I'm on the 40 line, right? So going from 39 to 40, the value of the relationship, I guess for me, I watched a lot of people diminish. I watched a lot of people's demise. I watched a lot of people perish between those 10 years from 30 to 40 and at an alarming rate. So it's those people now that you thought oh yeah, I'll call them tomorrow.
Yeah.
To me, it's nah, let me call these people today.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what's going to happen when I wake up in the morning and just so happen to be on my phone and a text come across hey, such so passed last night or this morning, or you know what I'm saying? Just not even on nothing negative, but just, we watching people die of just natural causes. I'm 40. You know what I'm saying? I watched somebody die of cardiac arrest and just and I'm like, dang, they younger than me.
Yeah, you seeing it at 19, 23.
Yeah. You watching ages. You watching high school kids go out and play the same type of football we was playing in high school, and ambulance get called out and they got to get lifelined out, and not because they got hit, because internally something's wrong.
Yeah.
Bro, this is a kid. He's 16, 17.
Yeah.
And this is what's going on. So for me, the value of the relationship now, like you said, is more intentional. It's do I even want this relationship?
Yeah.
Is this a waste of my time?
Yeah, no.
And if it's not a waste of my time, what am I bringing to the relationship? Now it's oh, what can they just give me? It's what am I bringing to this situation? What is it for me that I'm getting first?
Yeah.
But also, what am I bringing? Because I can't ask nobody to be something that I'm not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I see a lot of that. Like I see a lot of maturity in people, but then I see a majority of people when I look out on Instagram, social media, or just in the world, like it seems like the youth don't really value relationships at all. Like it don't matter. Like it don't matter to them. Like they kind of move with this coldness about them that's just like everything is temporary.
But that's what they've been taught.
Yeah.
Everything is temporary. It's like we call it the microwave effect. You know what I'm saying? Like when our mothers and grandmothers was cooking, it was the stove.
Yeah.
Now it's the microwave or the air fryer. It's instant. Everything is instant. That's why everybody don't have no attention span that's longer than 60 seconds.
Yeah.
It's 60 seconds. Okay, what's next?
Exactly.
The next 60 seconds. Then what's after that?
Yeah.
Then and so now instead of somebody living in 60-minute intervals, they're living in 60-second intervals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when we was in class back in the day, we looking at the hour. Oh, this class is from this hour to this hour.
Exactly.
So that's how we planning our situation. Now it's like from this minute to this minute, this can change. This whole thing can be brought down in a matter of 60 seconds.
Yeah.
And so now I'm anxious as hell. Now I don't really want to grab onto nothing because I don't know if it's going to be taken away from me in 60 seconds. So the relationship ain't, man, whatever. He the ops now. It's like, bro, y'all was just friends 5 seconds ago, bro.
Yeah, I can't adapt. Like it's hard for me to adapt.
Yeah.
It's hard. I can't, like I don't want to adapt, you know? And I think that shows a lot in the music industry that we in too. You know, we both in the music industry. So you see like you got the new artists coming in, they don't really value relationships. Right. So then we like, okay, well shit, I don't even want to deal with that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm into longevity. Like I believe in permanence or building solid relationships, foundation, and then it build on top of that. Yeah. Where it feel like now even the artist is kind of like, I mean, you can be my manager today and then tomorrow I don't really. And then the content is like that, the attention span is like that. And so then you hear labels or A&R start to say like, oh, we need you to do more content, or we need more short form content. Right. But nobody really got the answer, right, or the fix to what the problem is. You know what I'm saying?
I think the problem is just exactly what you described. That's a taught behavior. Yeah. Like, people's natural instinct is to be social. Yeah. So when you start isolating people, then you're teaching them to be non-social, which means I don't know how to develop a relationship. Yeah. It's like when I started like really, really diving into the music industry in the 90s and the 2000s, right? Yeah. So I was born in 1984. So like in 94, I knew what it was to me. Yeah. Right? Yeah. By 2004, I'm fully engulfed. Yeah. Music is me. Yeah. I remember artists coming out and you would see promo run. Oh, you would see them hitting each radio station. Yeah. You would see them at the Boys and Girls Club. Yeah. You would see them like out. And it was because they were developing those relationships. Yeah. Now I can say whoever was hot at that time, man, we was at Greenbrier Mall, we was at South DeKalb Mall, and such and so came in and they were buying shoes. Yeah. And they gave me an autograph. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember those type of days where there were music stores and the artists would come do an in-store. And now you can get your CD signed. Yeah. I don't want to stop you, but I was opening a vinyl, like the old vinyls, and it was like a Michael Jackson vinyl. And I opened it, you know, just the whole experience of going to a record store, getting a vinyl, like searching for what you want. Right. Hey, should I get the Michael joint or should I get the Temptations? Do I get the Jimi Hendrix? Like, because they kind of pricey, you know what I'm saying? That
the feel, you feeling it's like, okay, this is a quality cover. Like they put time into this. Yeah. Then you reach in and it's got a poster, some stickers. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
It's got information. It had the credits. You could actually go and see who wrote these records. Yeah,
and see the lyrics. See some lyrics to the songs that they chose. You could see the story. Like it was there. So it put you in a world when it's like it was an experience. Yeah. And then you couldn't just you could, but you didn't want to just skip tracks. So when you put it on, you let it ride. Put it on. Yeah. And it ride like that. Like
I remember the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill when that came out. And like just you understood who Lauryn Hill was from her previous works, right? Exactly. You seen Sister Act. You saw, all of that. But this album, from front to back, was just, you was riding, bro. Like, man, you put that CD in today.
Yeah.
And it's still, like, you don't skip any songs.
Exactly.
She give you everything that was going on with her at that time. She giving you that.
Yeah.
And she giving you the raw emotion. Exactly. She giving you the up. She giving you the down. She giving you the end. She giving you the love. She giving you the hate. She giving you all of this wrapped in this beautiful package that you can actually go and pick up and read through the credits and say, oh, okay, this person name is on here on all the songs. Who is this person?
Exactly.
Not realizing that your artist name is not the same, is not their biological name.
Exactly.
So now you like,
you can't just Google or
nah, it wasn't none of that.
Everything was discovery. Yeah.
Hey, okay, this is their real name. Exactly. Oh, okay. Yeah. So now you're getting the story. Now you've made up whatever it is that you need to make up. And you can go, now you have something solid to say, you know what? This is it.
Exactly.
Now I can say, okay, cool. I remember this name popping up, this name popping up. So now in the age now, you can Google somebody like an Adam Blackstone, who is one of those guys who is working with everybody. Yeah. And you can see the quality of work in what he's doing. Because you see it and you don't even know it's him.
Exactly.
You watch the Super Bowl, you don't know that's Adam back there being the real MD. Yeah. And unless you into that type of thing, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. You don't know what the MD is. You think it's just people up there, but you don't know that there's somebody that's putting all of this together, putting this music together, putting this time in together, saying, hey, no, and they saying, no, change this. And at the minute I got to change, I got to take these 4 bars out and count this. And that's work.
Exactly.
But you now can go and research that and Google it. Luckily, people are like on YouTube and they have their own channels where they're kind of showing you what they do. But that was the purpose of those things back then. It was something tangible.
It helped you build a relationship.
It helped you build the relationship. And
that's how I was bringing it all together. I'm like, within all this, the artist cared, right? Yep. The graphic team cared. The artist had to look at these things and approve these things, do the photo shoot for these different things. It's a promo shoot. This ain't even for the album cover. This is for the insert in the album. You know what I'm saying? And they put the time into that, and I feel like that's where in culture now we don't have it. Like the artists don't care about the MD.
Nah, they don't.
Right? They'll do the Rolling Louds, the big concerts, but they don't care about the band. Nah. They don't care about if they ate today or what they going through in their life, like all them wires. They like, it's too much for my brain. I'm about to go out here and just make sure this is right. And they treat them as such, right? So it's just like, when I see all this, and then I see so many talented artists who do care. People like yourself, people like myself. Like you said, you was born in 84. Yeah. I'm born in 91. Right. You know what I'm saying? So already we come in prominent eras of music, the 80s, the 90s. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then people like from the 90s still would learn from people from the 80s. And we were still open to be like, dang, what's an SP1200? Right. Like, like, boom, you know what I'm saying? Like, and you see people like that. Like, I see producers like Metro Boom and Sunny Digital. The list goes on, Honorable C Note. Yeah. And they really study the music, you know what I'm saying, from our generation of what's going on. They really, like, people think, oh, they do Future, they do this. Like, no, these are musicians. They care about the band. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They care about bringing a trumpeter in or, you know what I'm saying, making sure they good. Real. Exactly, give you something organic, but all in all, it ties back into the relationships. You know, everybody looks as temporary, everything's temporary and quick and microwave. Or
everybody can do everything, and it's like, nah, bro. Yeah. Like, Pharrell can't make Timbaland.
Exactly.
And Timbaland, even though he can collab with Kanye, he can't make Kanye.
Exactly.
And Kanye, even though he's great at what he does, he can't do what Dre do.
Exactly.
These guys individually are great. Yeah. But they're great because individually they're great.
They're great. They even will go to each other for whatever they great at.
For whatever they great at.
Like, look, I did this, but I'm coming over here to pull up on Timbaland because I know he got the drums.
He got the drums, you know, with Kanye.
Yeah, I know he got the drums.
And it's a prime
example. And I respect
example.
it. Right. You know what I'm saying? And we still competing for the number one spot or whatever. Right. When to give respect, when to value relationships. Right. And, you know, in the culture we in now, it's all competitive. I'm in the airport at Chick-fil-A, you know what I'm saying? I go give a girl my order, and she asked me for my name. I clearly, slowly say Major. You know what I'm saying? Make sure pronounce it because people get it wrong sometimes. What you
Right.
say, huh? You know, Major. You know what I'm saying? And she took my order, and they call in the. They didn't give me a receipt, so they call in the number, but I don't have a receipt with the number on it. I'm waiting on my name to be called.
Right.
Well, she's saying this other name, and I'm
And
like,
it
I
ain't
don't
right.
know what that is.
Right.
So then I see the girl with the bag walk over to the girl that took my order, and she pointed me.
Right.
Him. Right. So I'm like, oh, that's me, but how she get my name wrong, I don't know. Right.
Right.
Well, the girl says, well, he act like he didn't want to give me his name. I'm like, this girl don't care about if I want to, if this my favorite spot to eat in the airport, if
Right.
I didn't spent $12,000 this year in Chick-fil-A right here, like I'm valued customer. She don't know if I'm
Right.
the president's son of the company.
Right.
Like people don't really value anything.
Yeah.
So everybody handles it that way. But then I also see on the opposite side of that, a lot of people complaining about why they're not in a certain position.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or why is life like this? Why is this? They don't really understand spiritual warfare, vibrations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And which leads me to my next thing, which is like black on black racism.
Okay.
Like sometimes, and I'm gonna say this to the camera.
Uh-oh. Let me turn.
I don't know where this gonna land, right?
Uh-oh.
But I'm just gonna go ahead and spark it. While I'm looking rough, look, this straight from the
Nah,
gym.
we good.
Like
Here
we
we go.
kicking it. We in the we in the
Yeah.
spot. This is the Vibe House. You know,
Put me some.
black on black racism, right?
Okay.
Do you or do you not? When you go to McDonald's, if you go to McDonald's, you probably don't go to McDonald's.
I don't.
Because of what we're talking about, right?
Okay.
Yes, the food is horrible
Okay.
if you're trying to eat healthy. Let me say that because I like McDonald's. I just got a small fry this morning.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when you go, if you're going to go do that, or any place like that, and you see a person of our skin color, do you automatically associate that with unprofessionalism?
It depends on the environment.
Exactly.
Because most of the time, like if I'm going to a fast food restaurant, when I see us, I'm cool, but I also understand like I don't think it's black. I wouldn't call it black on black racism. I would call it ageism for me.
Okay.
So like when I go into a restaurant, I'm big on customer service. Like that's my pet peeve. Like I'll do my damnedest to break your restaurant if I have horrible customer service. Like I'm that guy.
He gonna press it.
I'm pressing the button.
He
'Cause
going to write a letter.
I'm writing the letter, I'm writing a review, and then like, you know, with me being on the radio, I used to say stuff on the radio.
Yeah.
Like I almost got in trouble because one of the restaurants that I was actually talking trash about spent sponsorship dollars on our station.
Oh man.
So I got called to the office on that.
Yeah.
I won't say what restaurant it was, but I'm that person.
Yeah.
Simply because I also have worked in the service industry.
Yeah, me
and
too.
I know how easy it is to just be nice.
Exactly.
Or say, you know, be cordial enough to so that it would allow somebody to come back. Because in owning businesses, I understand that most people don't understand the concept of being an owner of a business.
Yeah.
Because whatever they're doing is a very small piece of what it takes to run the business. So they'll assume that, oh, well, they don't care no way. It's like, no, what you just did creates a trickle-down effect to where there is no money to even pay you.
Yeah.
And where you are able to go and say, forget this McDonald's, I'll go work at Checkers.
Yeah.
I own the McDonald's. So if you run my business into the ground, I can't go work at Checkers like you.
Exactly.
Or
Exactly.
I'll be working at Checkers just like you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's like, yeah, I think it's just with the younger generation because like you said, what I've experienced is they don't want to be in those spots. They watching people make money so quickly.
I agree because when you see the 40-year-old or 50-year-old at Checkers,
Right.
that's the best service you ever had at Checkers.
Because they appreciate it.
Yeah, exactly.
They understand, look, I was once this age.
Yeah.
But even though I don't want to be here,
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not where I was at.
Exactly.
Because for me to be here means where I was not where I wanted to be at this age.
Exactly.
So it's two different people in there.
Yeah.
One that's like, you know what, I'm glad to be here.
Exactly.
Because where I was is not where I wanted to be at. And then you got the younger one like, man, I don't even want to be in here, bro.
Yeah.
Because they haven't experienced
But they
that
not
other
getting
piece.
no money or nothing. Like some of them, like you know, I don't want to make it personal, but
Right.
these kids, right?
Right.
Can't even say I feel old as shit. Like I'm
You feel
33, but these kids
Right.
go fill out the application.
Yep.
Probably because their parents told them to go get a job.
More than likely.
So they don't want to be there.
Don't want to be there at
So
all.
I'm mad at the person that hired them. And I'm mad at the fact that they parents know they don't want to be there.
Mm-hmm.
And they just offering their kids to give us bad service. Like something got to change, right? The attitude got to change. When I don't want a problem when I go buy something when I'm going on a small fry. I just want a small fry and a Coke, right?
Right.
I don't want to get cold fries. And I only got fries. Like, damn, how many orders of fries I got to get to the new batch? Like, let me get 4 orders of extra large fries because I just want to get past all the bullshit fries so I can get a hot small fry. Why are you mad? Is that all you want? Is that, like,
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Where is this coming from? That's why I said, I feel like maybe it's because I'm African American, right? And I really only see it from my own. So when I go out, I see that from my own. I don't really see.
It ain't just that.
Yeah.
I'll tell you from another perspective.
It just seemed like anger in the world right
It's
now.
anger in the world.
Yeah.
People don't know. Like, just went to Cracker Barrel, right? I like Cracker Barrel.
Yeah.
My people like Cracker Barrel. My brother is probably the Cracker Barrel mascot.
That's my dad. Right there with him.
He in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Pop
And
right there
so
with him.
it's funny to me because I never experienced, I've heard people talk about, racism, da da da.
Yeah.
And I never experienced it at Cracker Barrel. But I remember my dad telling me a story that he got called the N-word at Cracker Barrel. But this is when we were like young.
Exactly.
So, now like people ain't just walking up calling you that. That ain't prevalent. Cause they know, man, I slap you into yesterday, bro.
Yeah.
Try say it to my face.
Exactly.
Like, and you ain't
Yeah.
that bold, you can get on internet. I don't care. Say
Yeah.
what you want to say on internet, but I bet you
Yeah.
won't say it to my face.
Exactly.
So we're at Cracker Barrel, we're sitting down, and I can't see it because it's behind me. But evidently there's an elderly African-American couple sitting by the window, and the shade is up, and they're looking out the window. And then there's an elderly white couple that comes and sits down. The wife is sitting facing towards the window, sun is shining in the window.
Yeah.
People that's by the window want the sun shining in the window. So instead of switching with her husband, so the sun is hitting not her back, she goes over and makes the people kind of move to put the shade down.
Yeah.
Now, I ain't experienced this. I ain't see it.
Yeah.
I'm just kind of oblivious.
Yeah.
But what I'm paying attention to is there's a hostess who, again, has that same attitude. Like, bro, I don't even want to be here. I watched her walk a family of 6 over to a table of 4.
Wow.
And in my mind, I'm just like, what the hell is she even paying attention to?
Exactly.
Because if I can be sitting here at this table and see this, and other people around is kind of like, you even saw the mother like, what the hell we gonna do at this table?
Yeah.
It's 6 of us.
Exactly.
Like you gave us 6 menus.
Exactly.
Why are you bringing us to a table that would only seat 4?
Exactly.
Like even if you add chairs, they won't fit
won't
because
fit.
this is a 4-person table.
Exactly.
So it was just that type of commotion. But then as the behind me goes on, the lady, I don't know what happened, but the husband now gets mad because they won't let him keep a menu to eat on, like put the plate on to eat. And so they get up and they mad. And everybody is like, oh my God, did you see that? So I'm now looking around like, what happened?
Yeah.
But then the situation gets explained and I'm just like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like I've not seen that myself, but it was that obvious to everybody else.
Yeah.
And then also in that same space, the ageism for me was happening in front of me.
Yeah.
I guess that's because I was paying attention to that.
Yeah.
Probably if I had been sitting on the other side of the table, I would have saw that and probably reacted way different. I probably would have said something to them.
Yeah.
But the little girl, and then, when you get to management, it's just like, hey, look, I don't know what's up with Shouty, but we got to figure this out.
Exactly.
Hold on. You got to go past. Good? Cool.
All right, bet. I'll wait on you to go. Blix, lay down. Lay.
But yeah, so I don't know, bro, but I think I've experienced more of the age thing. Like they just kind of there because they got to be there.
Yeah.
They don't
but
really want to.
But that's
there.
only one stage of what I'm saying. Okay. I got to give another scenario.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. You make it.
Right.
Right?
Right.
You a DJ.
Right.
You on tour now.
Okay.
Right? You've been grinding with people. You know what I'm saying? You've been grinding with other DJs and other people. You done built this circle of people. You feel like these my dogs. Like we grinding. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get it. All of us trying to get it. You supporting him, she, whatever. They supporting you. Like we working, right? But then you make it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Beyonce take you on tour.
Okay.
You touring with Beyonce all around the world now.
All right. Okay.
Why can't people appreciate that genuinely? Our color of people. Why is that not appreciated? Why automatically are you a villain? Why now do we got to pull up how much money you not giving the community or with the things that you not doing? Why is that magnified now?
Because we assume that there's only room for one.
Yeah.
That's how I be feeling. Like, but then when you get out there and you realize like Beyonce ain't the only artist that will take a DJ with her. You can go with Taylor Swift too.
Yeah.
And you can make just as much money, if not the same money.
Yeah.
If you're willing to create a situation where you're valuable in that space.
Exactly.
Most people ain't willing to create that. So now it's about the person that did make it and then what they didn't do.
Yeah.
But
you didn't put me on.
Right.
Why didn't you put me on? How I'm gonna give you my job?
Listen, I've done so many things for so many people, right? And even in my ambitions, I've done things for people that could in turn do things that were my ambitions back for me.
Same.
And it didn't work out that way. And for a minute, I would look at it like, man, that's some sucker shit. Like, how you gonna? But then as I came on this journey and kept digging into me wanting to be a better me, it kind of had to make me think like, well, bro, maybe you wasn't the person that you needed to be able to get that blessing and keep it.
Yeah.
Because then now they put you in position and now you make them look bad.
Yeah. Or another one is I'm so glad I wasn't put in position because look how that turned out.
Look how that turned out, right?
Yeah.
So it's it's a divine diversion. That's what I like to call it, a divine diversion. Because a lot of times we think like, man, why this and why that? And it's like I say a good 60% of the time is because we ain't even prepared for what we asking for. Or the position that we asking for, we ain't even prepared for it. Like we don't exude the thing that we are presenting to people.
Exactly.
Right? But the other 40% is maybe it ain't supposed to happen with that person.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times we wrap the personal into that, me included.
Me included, for sure.
And most of y'all too, y'all make it personal. Oh man, he should've.
Yeah.
Why?
They do it to me.
What he really owe you?
Bro, not do this. Why you do it? I'm like, bro, yeah.
But that's what I had to think about. Like after I came off the road and just really kind of had to take a second.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, what do these people owe me? The people that owe me money, they know.
Yeah.
But that's it. Outside of that, like, what do they owe me? They don't owe me nothing. So what you gonna do now? Because clearly the focus ain't the same as yours.
Yeah, I feel like that's where I'm at in life right now. Yeah.
So regardless of what I've done for these people, how I may feel about it, what is it doing today? What is it producing today other than animosity for me?
Yeah.
Because clearly, again, these folks ain't waking up every day thinking about this. They don't give a damn.
Exactly.
Because if they did, you'll still be around them in some type of capacity to where it was valuable to them for you to be around.
Yeah.
If they allowed you to move on, because there was no value.
Exactly.
You ain't just allowing your ace in the hole to move on.
Exactly.
Unless you feel a different way about the ace in the hole. You know what I'm saying? If you got a good girl, you ain't just let her walk away, bro.
Yeah.
You ain't just doing it. Why? Because you value that. And you also know, bro, I might not find this again.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
So you going to do what you need to do to get that and keep that.
Exactly.
But if don't nobody come running up after you, then there's no value there. And now it's on you. Now it's on you to say, well, you know what? Just because I ain't valuable over here don't mean I might not be valuable over there. So let me take the shot and go over here. Yeah. Most people will try to convince people over here, nah, bro, I'm valuable. Yeah. Like, but that ain't what you're supposed to do. You have clearly been shown that you're not valuable the way that you think you are over here. Yeah. But yet, and still, you gonna stay over here and try to persuade somebody or make yourself valuable. Mm. And all you gonna do is burn yourself out. Yeah. Why these folks still don't think you valuable. Yeah. And these folks over here is saying, hey, we think you're valuable.
Exactly. I seen that post there. I think everybody seen that Lamborghini post. You put a Lamborghini, you got dirt all on it. You don't see the value in it. Mm-hmm. You put that same Lamborghini in LA or Dubai. That thing worth a half a ticket.
But easy.
You got to put it where it's valued, basically, what I'm saying. You put a Lamborghini in the hood and say it's a half a ticket. Who gonna buy it?
They can't get. I mean, it may be that. It may be worth that.
Yeah, but
if I can't pay you that, then
you go. Do the Lamborghini feel worthless? Right. No, you just go drive it over there. Right. You go to Buckhead, Georgia, Buckhead, Atlanta. And park it at Phipps. Right. And they gonna be, ooh, that's nice.
That's what that is. We know what that is.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, that answered my question. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that gave me perspective because I just associate it with racism when I see us treating each other a certain way. Like, man, why you? Like, I kind of have a sense of brotherhood or sisterhood when I see people of our color. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know what I'm saying? But I be feeling like you want to take everything I got. I ain't even got nothing on me. Like, bro, I ain't doing, like, you don't like the way I look. Like, you make me feel tense when I walk in here, bro. Why I gotta feel tense?
That's something that you creating too.
Yeah, because as soon as I don't feel tense, that's when a robbery happened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but that's only if that's my vibration. That's your vibration. That's what you bring.
That's the perspective that I think that we all need to hear. Then
also, you don't know what that person that's there going through. You don't even know why they there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, you don't know why they working their job. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, you don't know what the stipulations is. A lot of times, like you said, they don't want to be there. Exactly. But at the same time, like, you don't know what's making them be there. Yeah. This might be the only option. Mm. And you the third or fourth customer that done took it out of context. Yeah. So now they not only fighting this shot that they actually have, now they fighting other people's. Yeah. Whatever they got going on this morning at 9 a.m, bright and early. Yeah.
And I think because my discernment is high, it's kept me out of those situations for sure. Like when I do feel whatever I feel, or you got an attitude or something, I just quickly be like, it's all good. Yeah. That keep me out of situations. That's my first thought. I'm going home. Yeah, I'm going home. Going home. You know what? Appreciate it. This situation is at this register or at this drive-through or at this, like, I'm going. You know what? I'll take the cold fries. I'm gonna go to Chick-fil-A and get this number one. But I'm like, you know, so I divert like that, and then I have people come around. Hey, why you let them? Why you let them? So I be seeing that, and I'm just like, oh, that's gotta change eventually, like, or things will be continued how it is. Cause I see, like I said, I see people complain about relationships. And the value of customer service and all this stuff, and I'm like, it's got to change, but we got to have these conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think one side has to be okay with the other side being who they are, and then the other side has to also be okay with the other side being who they are. Yeah, and learn to coexist. Like, I don't have to call you out on you having a bad day. Yeah, but you also don't have to be an asshole because you're having a bad day. Yeah, one can be considerate of the other one. If people thought like that, man, it wouldn't be no problem.
I even respect people when they say, "Man, I'm having a bad day."
And you know what? I might be somebody that can offer you some advice. Exactly. But if all I get is you snarling and being aggressive, then that's the energy I'm gonna meet you with. So now both of us having a bad day because you had a bad day, and nobody said, "Hey, man, you having a bad day?" Or you didn't say, "Man, you know what? I'm just having a bad day." Yeah, yeah. It could have easily been solved by just somebody saying, "Yeah, where's the bad day? Who?" Exactly. Hey, me. All right, let's deal with it. Exactly. And then nobody's having a bad day, because now everybody having a good day. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense to me. That makes perfect sense.
Our culture is taught not to say, "Yeah, I'm having a bad day."
Lack of therapy in our community. lack to even know where to search for therapy. I remember in high school and middle school we had school counselors.
Yeah, but you wasn't going to the counselor for no
Exactly.
therapy.
You only went to
like,
the counselor to try to figure out what college you going
college
to.
you going to,
or,
right?
Like,
Right.
Get out of class. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Oh yeah, yeah. You wasn't doing. It wasn't therapy.
Yeah.
It was more so just It was all right, cool. We gotta, like you said, go get our schedule together or whatever the case might be.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the black community went to grandmama,
true.
granddaddy, grandmama.
But we also were in the culture of whatever go on in this house stays in this house.
Yeah.
Which most of the traumatic stuff that was going on in the house.
Yeah.
So now what you do? I can't go to school and tell nobody because you told me not to tell nobody at school.
Yeah.
And I can't bring the school here because you told us to keep everybody out of our business.
Yeah.
So I just hurt in silence.
Exactly.
I mean, I could talk to you about me hurting you, but you the one hurting me. So why would I talk to you about it?
Exactly.
Because you ain't going to understand it. You still going to do what you do because you the parent.
Exactly.
How does that work? How does that help anybody?
Yeah.
It don't. So I think we got to break that piece of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, the consideration of, man, you know what? They might be having a bad day. I think everybody say that in those situations where somebody showing you their natural ass.
Yeah.
You know, just be like, man, you know what? They might be having a bad day.
Yeah.
And no matter what the response is from that, I guarantee it soften people up.
But it go back to relationships. That's why I'm bringing it all back because I'm like, if you value relationships, if you the DJ, if you the artist, and the artist care about the DJ, and the DJ care about the band, and the artist care about his manager, and like we got these relationships, then I feel like that's the bridge,
right?
Because that care is the man. I ain't ate, my bad, bro. I'm off a beat, my bad, but I ain't getting no lunch. I was rushing over here. Man, you know what, bro? What y'all want to eat, bro? Order some food. You ate today, bro? Like them little things like that. I feel like people lack, and if you just bring those back genuinely, like genuinely just want to see your mans eat today, genuinely want to see your mans, whatever you going through, bro, you know we got work to do. Yeah. But we ain't gonna bypass
the fact that
we ain't gonna just numb out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What you got going on, like a community, like build a community, and I feel like when you say that word, especially in our culture, when you say community or something like that, it sound uncomfortable. I gotta go talk about my business to people I don't really know like that. I ain't trying to tell people what I got going on. Like, you know, you talk to not show what you going through. You know what I'm saying?
True.
So
I think that's changing though. I think now it's more it's more popular to have I got a story and this is my truth, and a lot of that shit is
they fabricating that though.
It's an attention grabber.
Exactly.
But it does a disservice to the people that really need help.
Exactly.
So, you know, I think again, once we get to a place where people are considerate of the other, the person that's having the bad day, and the person that's receiving what the person that's having a bad day is giving.
Exactly.
And not allowing that to be the continuation of this soup, this gumbo of horror that we now are witnessing.
Yeah.
I think as people become more compassionate, it can say, hey man, hey bro, look, I get it. But man, Shawty might just be having a bad day, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, woo. I seen this Instagram, or maybe it was TikTok or something, and it's two guys, they get in the car. One dude, he talking about killing the baby daddy, and you know my baby mama, man, she over there with this dude, woo, and he going out. And the dude said, man, hey man, say man, are you still even with this?
Yeah.
And he like, nah, man, but I'm saying, he said, man, so why is you over here finna cry? Like he go crazy fast, and just seeing that was like. Nah, that's the type of people that you need. Somebody gonna check you on your ignorance, because you gonna spaz out on your baby mama dude for smashing your baby mama, who you ain't even smashing no more. And also, nigga, on the other side, you smashing somebody else baby mama.
Yeah.
How? You a hypocrite. If you ain't never been a hypocrite, you all them things put together, and now you want to go shoot up somebody's house because you mad. Like, bro, sit your ass down and read a book. Here goes some milk, bro. Like, you tripping. But you can understand, go back to relationships, having somebody that that you respect enough to say, bro, that's stupid, bro. Why
Yeah.
you gonna go be mad at this man for doing the same shit you doing on the other side?
Yeah.
Come on, bro. And now you
Yeah.
gonna go for what? So now you go to jail for doing this shit to him, and you create a cycle where now his son is without him. Now his son grow up without him. Now his son hates you, and get what? You got a damn son. Now his son hates your damn son.
Yeah.
Why? Because something your dumb ass did.
Yeah.
You creating all this for everybody else
It's
around
so much
you.
easier, and this is me speaking to all these people.
Yeah.
That person, the girl at Chick-fil-A.
Right.
This is me speaking to everybody. It's easier to crash out than it is to actually do the work, right?
True.
It's harder to do the work.
True.
But the work goes like this, right? It's like if you want to genuinely see change, and no matter what you're going through, man, I wish I had some money. I wouldn't be in this situation. I wish I could pay this bill. I wish I can do this. And you want to see change, then you have to be the change.
Yep.
But change doesn't mean fairy tale. It's gonna be all good now,
Right.
Change means like you got to deal with people hating on you. You got to deal with people saying you changed.
Yep.
You got to deal with the change.
Yep.
But if you go through the change, then you can help other people change and feel more comfortable changing.
True.
You know what I'm saying? And I
Yeah.
feel like that's what I'm getting to. So I shouldn't feel, and you help change my perspective of black on black racism with that, or like my perspective on the why, I guess, that I'm looking for.
Yeah.
In that. But I feel like, where is there a comfortable place to ask those questions?
Shit, right in the moment.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, listen, let me tell you one of the most,
Like, you all right? You know what I'm saying?
but it's even in that, like,
Yeah.
that is triggering. You all right? What you mean, am I all right?
Exactly.
Like,
That's what I'm saying.
the easiest thing to do is smile. Because you don't know, he's smiling, he crazy.
Yeah.
Or, why you smiling at me, man? You know what, bro? I'm just having a good day, and I just wish you could experience what I'm going through.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on in your world, bro, but I wish you could experience this, what I'm going through.
Yeah.
Now, what do you got to fight? There's no wall that you can fight
Yeah.
that's going to...
Yeah.
All I did was smile.
Yeah.
It got his curiosity to back off just enough for him to even ask a question. What you smiling at me for, bro?
Yeah.
Bro, it ain't even about you, bro. I'm just experiencing but I'm having a great day.
Yeah.
And get what, bro? I'm blessed to be in your presence. No matter what. You can spin it however you want to spin it or however you believe it.
Yeah.
But you can easily create a situation where now it ain't a situation. Now it got him like, well, I ain't
Like,
even
I'm
got to
tripping.
fight him. But I'm tripping, bro.
Yeah, I need to relax.
I need to chill out.
Yeah.
But you understand, and now he gonna take that. And now when he look at somebody looking at him and he thinking he can be like, well, maybe he having a good day.
Yeah.
Bruh smiling because he having a good day. Not because he plotting on me.
Yeah. That's what it feel like. That's what
It
I'm
feel
saying.
like a plot
Yeah.
until,
You see a group of people looking at you, you're like, what they talking about me for?
but
Keep pushing. Like,
But that's what you match with, right?
Exactly.
Group of people equal talking about me. Not group of people, oh man, they might be shoe buffs and I might have some fire shoes on that day. They might be checking the fresh as opposed to trying to kill my fresh.
Yeah.
It depends on what environment you grew up in and what those group of people mean. We have been conditioned that a group of people looking at me means something is about to happen.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah.
As opposed to, bruh, a group of people look at all these celebrities all the time.
Yeah.
They ain't taking it as nothing bad. They're admiring this person.
Yeah.
Why I can't be that? Why this can't be that?
Yeah. I think I deal with that personally. I don't know where it came from. Maybe it was how I grew up.
That's how you grew up.
Things I seen. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
most definitely.
But I would say that's why people look at me like, dang, K, why ain't you a big artist yet? Like, I've never rushed for the attention.
Right.
I've almost, in a sense, shied away from it. Like, I'm just great at what I do.
Right.
Like, know me for what I do.
Right.
Other than that, I ain't trying to search for nothing extra.
I don't need
you know
nothing.
What I'm saying?
Yeah.
I still like going to Target and get me some whatever and going home safely. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I always still been in that mindset. But then when I get into my artist mode, I'm like, nah, I gotta be out more.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like I'm on the edge to me. You're like, I'm on the edge out here. Like,
Yeah.
okay, you gotta move swift, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that has always been a barrier in music. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people deal with that. It's a lot of producers and songwriters, right, that are amazing artists. You are amazing artist, right? And I don't know your reason, but I don't know your reason. So you might be in that conversation. I'm just gonna throw that in there, but
Okay.
you know, they are great artists, but they just never like search for that attention or
Right.
rush for that attention. They just
Right.
do things as they do them. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And if they get popular, it's kind of like, oh, okay,
Cool.
I'm popular.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I see a lot of that, and I'm thinking when I see them and have conversations because of the social anxiety or things people go through, I'm like, well, maybe that's probably why. Like they never was like, so people didn't associate them with artistry because they wasn't what you used to seeing.
Right. Well, not even that. I guess for me, if you speak about that, like I sing, I do all the writing and all that stuff. I mean, we know, but for me, it's never been a part of. Somebody wanted to call me right now. Hold on, let me see.
Okay,
Oh,
go ahead and get
yeah,
that.
we
on
good.
the Vibe House.
We
Let's hear it. Let's see what
we gonna send them the voicemail. Whoever you was trying to make yourself famous.
Let's see.
Anyway, I don't know. For me, bro, I wanted the attention just because I always wanted to be an entertainer. And I think that the attention equated to me being good at something, not me being famous.
Yeah.
Because I knew a lot of famous people that sucked.
Exactly.
So it was never like a fame thing. It was more of a reassurance of how good you was.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But also, like, I was cool just having the credits.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I saw the stress of being the name. I seen people spaz out.
Yeah.
I've been around a lot of artists that I seen go from normal people to millionaire quickly. Yeah. And then I seen them take that same thing after 3-4 years and lose it quickly.
Same.
But in that same whirlwind, they never knew who they was in the first place. So for me now, like where I'm at, I just want to know me. And I've been watching the fact that every time I'm like, you know what, hands off, you got it. I don't have to be DJ BLAK. I could just be Philip Green.
Exactly.
And every time I'm like that, man, something come across my wire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it be significant. And you be like, you know what, this is crazy to us.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this is exactly how it don't supposed to be hard. It's supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be like, hey, look, I'm in a space where I'm cool.
Yeah.
This what I want to do. All right. What are the steps that need to go to that? Let me sit back. Let me listen a little bit. Because you're going to be pointed in that direction. And then go do that. And then have that experience.
Exactly.
And if that take you to a stadium filled with a whole bunch of people, great.
Exactly.
But if it only allows you to be in your element, in your room, and make a song that only you play in your car.
Exactly.
It's still greatness in itself.
And that's the people I feel like if I go out, right, in the youth, let's speak about the youth again, the generational thing. People look at clout.
Yeah.
What car you driving, where you live at.
Yep.
That's how they associate your success. That's how they meter your success, right?
But that's the only thing they got to go on, too.
Exactly.
Because they haven't been taught. Well, I ain't gonna say taught. The value is different.
Exactly.
For them at a young age, the car means something.
Exactly.
The where you stay at means something. The drip means something.
Exactly.
The jewelry means something.
Exactly.
We all gone through that where you want you a nice piece.
You want you some
quality. Nice stuff,
you
right?
Want some quality.
And most of the time it's because you've seen somebody else have it, not because you went and you have. Most people don't even know how to say Audemars.
Yeah.
All they say AP.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Most people don't even know how to pronounce these brands the right way, or understand what makes something real, what makes something fake, or understand the value in the art of what this thing is. Exactly. They just know, well, it's this name. It's a Lamborghini. What's the Lamborghini truck? Urus. It's the Lamborghini Urus. Everybody was going out and getting the Lamborghini Urus. You don't even know the significance of this truck.
Yeah.
You don't realize you're driving in a real life race car.
Yeah.
This is a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
on a frame that's lighter than the regular Lamborghinis.
Yeah.
You realize you can kill yourself in this car quicker than you would in whatever it was that you was driving.
Exactly.
Because you want a Lamborghini yours.
Yeah.
And also, this is a $500,000 car.
Yeah.
Like,
and it's just for that. I got a $500,000 car.
but I got the yours. And then when you drive
Next
it off
year.
the lot, next year
Got
you
the Cyber truck.
But you got it for that. You got that yours for a year. You know what I'm saying? And it doesn't devalue 200,000. Now they 300,000 when they were 500,000, and you pay 100,000 over because you wanted to be the first one.
And that's what I'm saying. People with our stories who've been behind a lot of artists, came up around a lot of artists, producers, famous people, like celebrities, whatever you want to call it. We done been around it, experienced it, ate with them, made money with them, got plaques with them and awards with them. Like we done did all that, but we also seen the human side.
Of course.
Of like 3 years later, like, let me hold some. Yeah. Like, you know, we didn't seen that. So it's like when you hear the new generation like, oh, you ain't got this, so you must not be who you say you are. And it's like, bro, I ain't even going out here saying I'm anything.
I'm cool with it.
You know what I'm saying?
I want them to be like, hey,
exactly.
Look, who
Blitz,
is you?
Stop.
Oh, Blitz out here on Paw Patrol.
Blitz on camera today.
We got Blitz with us today. Y'all can't see him.
Yeah, we got the dog with us today. He wanted to come on set, and that's how we vibe in the Vibe House for everybody.
But yeah, I mean, it just depends on, like you said again, relationships.
Yeah.
When you talk to people and just understand like what their value is, and from there, a lot of times it trickles down.
Yeah.
Somebody who's grew up, who's talking about investment, who's talking about reinvesting the money that you're getting as opposed to going out and buying this, saying, hey, go buy this so this can pay for that chain or that car. Now you're not just spending money. Now you got an asset in the middle of that transaction.
Yeah, and that's what I speak on, like relationships and mentorship. Right. I think we lack mentorship right now. Shout out to our brother, The Dream, you know what I'm saying? Yep. Me working alongside him for some years, you know, the biggest thing that I learned from him, from being around him, was actually researching people, right? This was the first time in my career where, because I was never starstruck, none of that growing up. I just respected, if I like your song, I like your song, I like what you do. Right. That's it. Yeah. But I wasn't trying to go to your concerts. I wasn't buying your t-shirts. Like I wasn't that, I'd never been that kind of fan for an artist. But I'm a fan of the music and what you're doing for sure, hands down. I just wasn't the concert goer, I guess. Yeah. Right? So when I met him, I started to research more on him. And what I realized from knowing somebody and researching somebody is it's still gray areas, right? It's like Wikipedia gonna talk about his beginning, right? Oh, he was raised like this. He went to this high school. Yeah. Then he worked at this, blah, 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 blah. He worked hard. He got signed. Right. You know what I'm saying? He got signed.
Still a missing piece.
They not gonna tell you, bro painted the walls of the studio. You know what I'm saying? Bro was damn near an intern. You know what I'm saying?
Dream was in there. He was pretty much Laney's intern. Yeah. Who
became a songwriter, a signed songwriter. Yeah. Who became a legendary, iconic, wrote hits for everybody in all kind of genres. Yep. And when you see him today, you just be like, oh, bro, rich as hell. Yep. Like, bro, got it up, bro, big. Whoa, look at what he did. He wrote this. But I feel like the blessing that we both have had is to be around these people to hear the struggles, the humanized part.
Yeah, to see it.
Like the real, like, close your eyes, put yourself in their position when they talking about it. Like, oh, I can feel that. I'm going through that right now. So what I'm going through, I ain't tripping.
Right. And like, I watched them go through it.
And you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so that's what I'm saying. Even with Dream, when we speak of Dream, it's like, I met him later in my career. Yeah. You been knew him. When I met you, you like, oh, you over here? Like, I've been over here. Yeah. Like, this is where I started.
Right.
Like,
this is so the story is me and Kay, his start and my start pretty much are like in the same building. Yeah. So him meeting Dream, whatever that year was, I had been an intern at that same studio. Red Zone. Shout out to Tricky, shout out to Dream, shout out to Mark and everybody over there at Red Zone. But it was a 360 moment for me because it was like, dang, bro, like I really was in this room and I remember Tricky having a main room, which was the main room now that we were in recording. And also like Laney's room being the first room that me and you recorded the song in. Yeah. that was the same room that Dream used to be in with Laney.
Yeah.
And I remember
That's when I was learning that part. I was like, oh dang, for real?
that was Laney's room.
You know what I'm saying?
And I think it was B2K working at the same time as Usher, maybe.
Yeah.
Everybody was at the studio. It was Chris Stokes, it was Marcus Houston. No, so it was B2K and it was what was it, IMX? Whatever.
I remember IMX, yeah.
So it was them, they were working all of them were working at album time when I first started interning there.
Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, this is a while back. This
I only can imagine.
03, maybe 04, something like that.
Doing music yet.
Bro, this is then. And I remember Dream used to pull up in his busted Cadillac.
Yeah.
I think he worked at a golf course or something because he always came in with like golf attire on.
He just had that drip.
He had drip back then. It was funny.
He knew where the deals was happening at.
Bro,
of course.
He was in there.
I'm ready.
And it was cool because it was like, bro is different.
Yeah.
But I also knew like it was almost like he had a era of like, bro, I know this shit gonna work. Like he was like, I'm just gonna write. Like I'm here.
Yeah.
And I would never see him go in Tricky Room. He would always be in there with Laney. And I was just like, dang. And so I just understood that he was working with Laney because, of course, I didn't know the structure, how it really was. Yeah. I knew who Tricky was. I knew everybody that would usually be in Tricky Room. And then I knew it was Laney, and then it was Dream. Mm-hmm. And JQ would be in there with Laney sometimes. But, like, I would see, like, JQ, Tracy Hale, all those great writers being there with Tricky. And then the Corner Boys used to be in the back with Rico Love. That's
Pierre,
right? And Pierre,
okay.
Yep.
Shout out to Pierre. Shout out to Pierre and Rico Love.
And that's where I met Rico Love. That's where this is pre-Usher deal.
Dang.
This is like, this is that time. This is when...
That's what I'm saying. That's like, crazy.
But everybody's in this building.
Always. That's a crazy story, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to Shakespeare, because Shakespeare used to be
Shake.
in that same building.
Yeah.
Across the hall to where now Tricking Them studio was, where across the hall, that was Shakespeare's room. He had just moved out, and we actually, me and B, used to be Tricky's engineer, we built that room over again.
Dang.
And so we that's where Tricky and Dream really started getting it in. So by that time, that's when Tricky was across the hall in that room, that's the room we had built. Dang. And so now the A room was where Future and all them was at. And then the room that was on the side, that's where Laney was.
Bro, that's crazy. Now I come in in 2013 and sign with Tricky. Yeah. And I meet Dream and the whole, everybody that's over there. And I'm feeling like, it's the first time it's happening for me. You know what I'm saying? So then I meet DJ BLAK on my 23rd birthday that same year. Yep. Right after I signed. Yep. And
shout out to the Bottle Bar.
Bottle Bar. That's crazy. He used to get me into, boom, shout out to them boys. Yeah. So dang, during that time, we connected and I'm like, man, come to the studio. And bro, when I sent him the address, he like, oh, bet. That's all he say, bet. Mm-hmm. But then he get there, he like, do you know where you at? I'm like, what you mean? I thought this was a good place. He was like, this is a good place. This is where I used to be at. This is, and so now I'm like, nigga, what you do? You DJ. I meet him as a DJ. So I'm thinking DJ. He like, nah, bro, I do music. I'm music. And you're like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we get in the studio. Like I said, he say, man, patch me in. Mm-hmm. And I put him in. He's like, yeah, this the room that Dream or whatever room we was in. This the room Laney and Dream used to be in or whatever. I'm like, what? For real? This where the hits was made? Yep. Like, oh, no, what? We in here then. Mm-hmm. And he got in the booth and started singing. I remember hitting that recording track. I was like, oh, this nigga sing? I was like, it's up. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And then we did, Jacquees 4275 is one of these plays. Yeah. We did 4275. What song was it on there? Beauty Doesn't Cry. Yeah. He's singing on it. He harmonizing on the song. Yeah. If you go listen to it, you'll hear BLAK on there harmonizing. Yeah. But, man, we started just going on a run, and then he kept saying, he was like, man, this feel like Dream and Trick. This feel like boom, boom. And at that time, that's what people was telling me, man, you like the next Dream. You like the next Dream. And Dream just stressed, staying true to yourself, trusting your instinct, believing in yourself. Basically, that was the times where that was kind of instilled in me. You know what I'm saying? Through those times, and Trick was about quality and character and presentation. You know what I'm saying? So just to be a part of that, I guess I know that's why I look at things how I look at things in the world today. Like I'm like, man, why people don't value this person or this person? I seen the intern, right, go to be the dream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I seen the intern now is Future's engineer.
Right.
2 years later. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
So when I walk in somewhere, like I'm treating everybody like, what's up, bro? Like, nice to meet you. They be like, nice to meet you, K-Major. I'd be like, man, nice to meet you. If you know me, like if you've ever met me anywhere, studio, then y'all can attest to this. Like I'm gonna say, like, what you do, bro?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I always get the look like, damn, you care.
But
You know what I'm saying?
you also have been put in situations where that was taught to you.
Exactly.
Most of these folk now record in their mama house.
Yeah.
And they ain't even courteous to their mama, let alone be in a professional situation where they gotta actually understand relationships.
Yeah.
That's why it be so much beef, cause niggas don't understand relationships. Like, bro, if I'm arguing with you and we the two hottest, that gives somebody else room to move in.
Yeah.
Why are we arguing, bro? We rich.
Exactly.
After I get to a certain amount of money, I'm not arguing with anybody.
Yeah.
What are we arguing about, bro? I'm rich, bro. The problem that yes, you're right.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Does it affect my bank account? No. Yeah, you got it, bro. Yep. All right, I'm over here. That's all you want? Cool. Yep, you're absolutely 100% right.
Exactly.
Because what the fuck are we arguing about?
Yeah.
Bro, we both are in a statistic that most people don't get to.
Yeah.
We're rich.
Yeah.
Bro. Did somebody die? No? Okay. Well, I said something that you didn't like? Okay, cool. Turn it off.
Yeah.
You don't like it?
Take it up with God.
Take it up with God, bro. Take it up with God, bro. Pray about it and tell me what he said.
Yeah.
And if he said come back angry, then we can talk about it.
Exactly.
I go pray about it and then I have a conversation with you after
Exactly.
that. But
exactly.
what? For what?
Yeah, I went through my angry spill though.
Yeah.
I think during those times when I was signed to them, I was learning, so everything was like.
It was a competition with you though.
Yeah.
Cause it was proving grounds. I was the same way, bro. I felt that big in that building, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
I felt that big, bro.
Yeah.
Cause I never graduated to anything other than an intern in that building.
Yeah. Same.
You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't an intern. I was signed as a songwriter, but I always searched for a certain validation.
Yeah.
To get like in that building.
Right.
I was like, man, I want to be this. Like I was really looking at Dream. Like you said, with competition.
Yeah.
That's what I realized as I got older. Like, why was I trying to outdo him?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe he didn't even look at it like that, but that's just honestly as a man, that's what it was. I was trying to. No, I'm the best. I'm gonna be better.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be boom boom. And that's what you supposed to do in the gym.
Yeah.
Like when I seen Kobe and Jordan play, you know what I'm saying? Like I think it was like a scrimmage game. It might have been a commercial or something. I don't even know if it was real. But it's LeBron and Kobe. That's what it was. Like LeBron and Kobe. When I say like, it's still me versus you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? In the arena.
Yeah.
But when we get off the court, it's not that. And it wasn't that. You know what I'm saying? Like we hooped together, we ate together. Like it was always that. But when I was in there, I had nothing. So I was like, man, I gotta get on this album. Like I want to write Umbrella. You know what I'm saying? I want to boom, boom, boom. And that drove me to that competitive space that I talked about with our own.
Yeah,
we like, why can't he be that, and then you be this, and then you be that?
Right.
And then my mental switched in the middle of that to where I was like, let's be a team.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, then I grew up now to look back and be like, oh, that was just a learning curve.
Yeah.
Like to be in that situation is a blessing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To be there and to have these stories we have,
True.
whether you never graduated from an intern or I graduated from a songwriter producer, to be there, what was taught through what we felt like wasn't going right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or was going right. Like
Yeah.
it taught us to be the people that we are.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, like you said, at home, their mama house, recording in the basement.
A lot of people they don't have these stories. Like they can't say, man, the same room I interned in, I wound up years later recording my only album in.
Yeah.
The same room.
Yeah.
Same booth, same parking lot, same building. Now, instead of me being the intern, now I'm the executive producer.
Yeah.
So instead of me graduating from an intern to something inside of that building, I went from intern to going outside of that building to be able to come back inside of the building as an executive producer of my own shit.
Yeah.
And sold it.
Yeah.
And was good. But most people aren't even able to say, well, I even started in this room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Again, they don't value that. Now, don't get me wrong. My experience over there was cool, and I got from it what I needed to get from it.
Yeah.
And then I understood also that this ain't the only place I want to be.
Yeah.
It's got to be something more than this.
Definitely.
And I went on my path. But the dope part about that is when artists came out of that building, guess who they had to come see?
Yeah.
DJ BLAK. Because now, instead of me being behind it, now I'm in front of it. Now I'm in the way.
Yeah.
Every time you produce something out of that studio, you gotta bring it to radio. You gotta bring it to the club. You gotta. At that time, ain't a whole bunch of streaming, ain't none of that. You got to go see actual live people. So it just
no, and it's that still.
Yeah,
it's that's where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Like you never gonna shy away from touching the people. Yeah, you never gonna shy away. And I feel like that's another part. Like I had my mind was in my 20s, so I had different thoughts. Like that was another one of my thoughts. Like when we met, I was like, okay, this is the bridge. Yeah. Now I'm in this building with the people that's producing this quality of music and this level of music. I'm in here. I'm connected to the culture. You connected to the culture. Right. This is a system. Yeah. We can, you know what I'm saying? We can make some stuff happen. Yeah. Like, and it did. When it don't happen, then you like, dang, people don't get it. They don't get it, or this ain't the situation for me. But like I said, all in all, with me feeling all those things, I just value the mentorship. Yeah. That's where I highlight mentorship. I feel like, and I hope that they would look at it the same way. Like, like Troy Taylor, right? Tricky Stewart, Jermaine Dupri, like Dallas Austin. To me now, in my perspective of how I view the game, these are like musical colleges. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And it's like, oh, you got your degree from Berkeley? Oh, you went to Morehouse? Right. Oh, damn, I went to Clark. Oh, damn, you went to go. It's like that for us. Yeah. It's like when you go through these things, we all mutually have stories that fit. And we all become successful in what we're doing and build whatever. Like I said, that situation motivated me to sign my own producers and start my label and position things and learn how to have an A&R meeting, know how to play my records, know how to trust my instinct when writing songs. So when I walk in the studio now, they be like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I know that this is that, and I know that that is this, and I know, no, it's supposed to sound like this. But I remember Dream walking in the studio and being like, right, this ain't even. Or I take the tricks on me and he just read that shit. Right. And not take back. Right. You know what I'm saying? But then I was like, what the fuck? Y'all don't hear this shit? Like, you know what I'm saying? But I even go listen back now and be like, I was good. I was good. Yeah. But I had a learning curve to go through, and I don't feel like now, honestly, that I would have learned those lessons without what I went through. Yeah. And that's where we at. That's where we at. That's the therapy that we need as a culture. We need people like me and you to speak from both perspectives. Yeah. One, no, we not better than you. You know, no, I interned too. No, I cleaned them floors. No, I took out that trash. No, the same ones y'all on. The same ones y'all on. No, I'm no better than none of that. Yeah. But respect that this is how I got to what you see now. So when you see me and you like, I want that and I want this. Yeah. Understand it don't just come by somebody handing it to you. Because we were with the people who could have just, hey, I'm gonna put you on this album I'm working on. Yeah. If it were that easy, then it would be that easy. It would have been that. Yeah, it would have definitely been that. Yeah. But you can't go out here and the healing journey is you can't blame people, you know what I'm saying, for where you end up. Right. And it starts with relationships, valuing your relationships in all aspects. That's what even popped up all this. It goes through me saying, man, I feel like it's black on black racism. Like, and he's saying, no, it's actually your perspective. Yeah, and we gotta change it. Yeah, and we gotta change all that going forward. I mean, it's so much more to talk about that we can dive into, you know, and we can just save it for later episodes or whatever. But I feel like we're on the right journey with even this. You know what I'm saying? Even doing things like this, it's just important to share the message that's not being spoke about. And if y'all got anything to say in the comments or suggestions or topics that y'all want us to touch on, just drop it in the comments below. Like, share this video. Yep. Make sure you subscribe to the channel.
Yep.
Or subscribe to the Instagram. Follow the Instagram. Wherever you're seeing this footage at, just make sure that y'all stay tapped in. We got a lot more to do.
We learning, shout. This is new to us, so if it's some topics that y'all want us to talk about, let us know. If it's something that we need to read up on, let us know. We already are reading up on a lot of different things that we just feel like we want to talk about, just for the culture, just for us, just stuff that we go through every day.
Yeah.
Is what we're gonna be talking about on here. Also, you know, both of us are musically very, very diverse, so we're gonna be doing some of that as well on here. Yeah, exactly. So if that's the content that y'all like, then we'll probably be doing more of that, just creating. But again, man, we just really, the vibe is people being able to tell the truth, whatever that is to you. And in these conversations, we always, me and K talk every day, damn near, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of the stuff that we're able to have a conversation about, we always feel like, man, we need to be talking about this with a whole bunch more people.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like somebody else need to be hearing this.
Exactly.
So that's why, you know, we say, you know, just stick with us and understand, like, we want to talk about everything y'all want to talk about. And we want to go into those minds, because my thing being where I'm at in life is perspective. That's the biggest, for me, that's the biggest thing, perspective. Change your perspective. Yeah. If you can change your perspective, you can learn a little bit more. Because now it's not just one-sided. Now you can say, well, you know what, I never even thought about it like that. Yeah. Dang, you know what, I'm tripping. Yeah. And it saves you from a whole big old headache. Exactly. But, you know, if you're not willing to change your perspective, then you only seeing half of it. Exactly. And you become misguided. So that's my big thing. And exactly. I deal with people, songwriters, producers, they come to me all the time. K, you think I'm tripping? K, you ever been through this? K, boom, boom. And I tell them my story and like, this is why I'm like this, bro. Yeah. Like, and then they go off and do what they think. And then they end up being like, dang, you was right. Yep. And I was like, I got tired of that. So I'm just like, look, let's put it on a platform where everybody can indulge in the information they need. You can run it back, chop it up. You can hear me say it publicly. You know what I'm saying? How I feel, how he feel. Yep. Like we here now, the Vibe House, and we will be having special guests. You know what I'm saying? We will incorporate some music reviews and let y'all know how we feel about the music and what you should be doing with it or whatever. You know. But yeah, we got all that to offer, and y'all stay locked in. Locked all the way in. Let's go. It's Vibe House. Welcome to the Vibe House. Open your mind. Welcome to the Vibe House. A safe place to shine.